Hi, this is a GMAT question from gmatquestions.org. What is the value of x minus a plus y minus a plus z minus a plus t minus a? Number one, x, y, z, and t are consecutive integers. Number two, a is the average arithmetic mean of x, y, z, and t. Okay, this formula is not easy to it's not easy to see what exactly it entails unless you're really familiar with the notion of averages, But what we're gonna do is for number one, we are told that x, y, z, and t are consecutive integers. Now, they don't even tell us whether x, y, z, and t are consecutive in this order. It means maybe x is a smaller number and then y is an x. We don't know the order. But even if you assume that there is an order here and maybe it's increasing, we'll have then y. I just want to show you that it's going to be difficult to do number one. Okay? So assume that obviously we cannot assume anything, but just want to show you that this may not be enough. And they are consecutive, okay? In that case, obviously, y gonna be equal to x plus 1, z would be equal to x plus 2, and t would be equal to x plus 3 because they are consecutive. But then what do we have? We have x minus a. The formula gonna give us x minus a plus x plus 1 minus a plus x plus 2 minus a plus x plus 3 minus a. As you can see, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4x. And the a's, we have how many of these? Again, 4 minus 4a. And then we have 1 here, plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. Okay, plus 6. We still cannot find, we won't be able to find the value of this expression because, we end up with this expression, 4x minus 4a plus 6. We don't know x. Even if we factor out 4, if you do a factorization here, 4 times x minus a plus 6, we still are unable to find, we don't know x, we don't know a, we don't know x minus a either. We don't know it. So really, we cannot find the exact value of this expression. I just wanted to show it to you that there is no way to find this, no matter actually which order you choose for these consecutive numbers. Okay, so you could have guessed that this is not enough, but I had to show you a little bit to convince you. And we can write that number one is not sufficient. Okay, for number two is interesting. We have something I believe that is easier to digest. We have something meaningful. A is the average of x, y, z, and t. Okay, let's write that down. A is the average, so A should be equal to x plus y plus z plus t, the sum of the values divided by the number of values. There are 4 of them. Okay. Now there is something I haven't done that usually I usually do. This thing right here, I could have, written it a different way to see exactly what we are dealing with. Because as it is, we may not see what's happening. But if we actually recalculate this, we'll see something that we are familiar with. Okay? Let me do it on the right side here. If necessary, I will. So this formula, x minus a plus y minus a plus z minus a plus t minus a, this whole thing is equal to x plus y plus z plus t minus, have a bunch of a minus 4a. Okay? It's important to write it this way. I think this is a little bit more digestible. So anyway, if we continue on number 2, we'll have 4a by cross multiplying is equal to x plus y plus z plus t. Okay? Okay. So if you look at this carefully, we can say that 0 by moving 4a on the other side is equal to x plus y plus z plus t minus 4a. Okay? So we have solved the question. Using number 2, we have demonstrated that x plus y plus z plus t minus 4a is equal to 0. I put 0 on the left side. You could have put it on the right side. But this is true. So which means that the original expression we are given is actually equal to 0. As you can see, this is the same thing. Now we can see the relationship between what we are given and number 2. Okay, what I did, I manipulated the average, and I found something that can be useful to calculate the value of this expression. You see, the main difference here, we are told merely that they are consecutive, but nothing really to bite on. But here we are told that it is the average. So I can use that. I could use a formula, manipulate the formula, and then see that this formula is useful to find the value of the original expression. So number 2 is enough. As you can see, it is enough. Okay? Let me change color here. So the correct answer in data sufficiency term is B. B is the correct answer. So next time, notice this formula. You have x, y, z, and t as the values. When you take the average, it's the values involved. Now, every value, from every value, we subtracted the average. When we do this, the expression, this whole thing, is actually equal to 0. Okay, so remember that this whole thing is equal to 0. When you do this, you take every value and you take away the average from every value. When you have that expression gonna be equal to 0. So remember that a here is the average. So it's good to know. That's really the good takeaway from this question. Okay, thank you for watching. This is a GMAT question from gmatquestions.org.